The mirror that shows you the version of yourself from the timeline where you never existed. The reflection that was in T. My name is Alex Rivera. I am 34 years old and live alone in a small apartment in Seattle. Work from home as a graphic designer. My life is ordinary, quiet, and predictable. That changed the day the mirror arrived. It came on a Tuesday in October 2025. No package. No delivery note, just a full-length antique mirror leaning against my living room wall when I returned from getting coffee. The frame was ornate gold, slightly tarnished, and the glass was perfectly clean with no cracks or dust. I live on the 3rd floor with a locked door and no elevator. No one could have brought it up without me hearing. I checked the hallway security camera. Now the footage showed me leaving at 10:12 a.m. and returning at 10:47 a.m. The mirror was already there when I opened the door. I called the building manager. He said no one had been in the apartment, no maintenance, no visitors. I thought it was a prank from a friend or an ex. I texted everyone I knew. No one claimed it. I tried to move it. It was heavy, too heavy for one person, but I managed to lean it in the bedroom facing the wall. I didn't look into it, not yet. That night I dreamed of standing in front of the mirror, but the reflection was empty, just the room, no me. I woke up sweating. The mirror was facing the bed now. I had turned it to the wall. I know I had. The glass was cold to the touch. I covered it with a sheet and slept on the couch. The next morning, the sheet was on the floor, folded neatly, the mirror facing the bed again. I looked into it for the first time. My reflection was there, normal, but delayed by half a second. I raised my hand, the reflection raised it half a second later. I smiled late. I stepped closer late. I touched the glass. It touched back late, cold. I backed away. The reflection stayed close to the glass, watching me. I covered it again, called in sick to work, and spent the day researching antique mirrors. I found nothing specific, just stories about haunted mirrors, Bloody Mary, infinite reflections. Nothing like this. That night I uncovered it to prove it was nothing. I stood in front. The delay was longer, 1 full second. I waved a second later. I spoke. Hello? The reflection spoke a second later. Hello? Same voice, same tone. I asked, who are you? Asked a second later, who are you? I got angry. This isn't funny. It got angry a second later. This isn't funny. I turned away. The reflection didn't turn. It kept looking at where I had been, then smiled a smile I didn't make. I ran out of the room and slept on the couch with the lights on. The next morning, the delay was 2 seconds. The reflection was doing things I hadn't done, brushing teeth I hadn't brushed, drinking coffee I hadn't made, reading a book I didn't own. I tried to smash the mirror with a hammer. The glass didn't break, the hammer bounced off. The reflection laughed 3 seconds later. I heard it. The laugh came from the glass. I moved the mirror to the hallway facing the wall and taped a blanket over it in multiple layers. I slept in the living room. I woke up to the blanket on the floor. The mirror was in the living room facing me on the couch. The reflection was sitting up watching me sleep. For seconds, delay now, no delay now. The reflection was moving in real time but not mirroring me. It was living its own life in my apartment, but different, the furniture slightly wrong, colors muted. The reflection me stood up, walked to the mirror, touched the glass from the other side. I touched back. The glass was warm. The reflection spoke first, not echoing, "You're not supposed to be here?" I asked. "What do you mean?" It said, "This is my timeline. You're the one who doesn't exist." I laughed nervously. "That's crazy." "This is my apartment." The reflection shook its head. "No, in my world, you were never born. Your parents never met. This apartment is mine. The job is mine. The life is mine. You're the anomaly." I backed away. The reflection stayed close to the glass. "Every time you look, you pull me closer. Every time you touch the glass, the timelines bleed. Soon, one of us will replace the other." I covered the mirror again, called a friend to come over. He arrived, saw the covered mirror, laughed, said it was probably a prank. He uncovered it to prove it was normal. His reflection was missing. Just the room. "Empty," he screamed, backed away. The reflection appeared in, but older, scarred eyes, empty. It spoke. "You don't belong here either, my friend." Ran out. Never answered my calls again. I stopped looking at the mirror. It started showing up in other reflections. The bathroom mirror. The black screen of my phone. The window at night. It's always the same reflection, me. Living my life, but better. Happier. Successful. In love. The version where I made different choices, or no choices at all. Because in that timeline, I never existed to make bad ones. The mirror me started speaking through other reflections. What? In the toaster chrome, in the kettle, in puddles outside. Always the same message. Trade places. You don't belong in this timeline. You're the mistake. I'm the correction. I tried therapy. The therapist saw the mirror. Her reflection was her as a child, crying. She quit the session, sent me a bill with a note, "Do not contact me again." I tried a priest. He blessed the mirror. The reflection laughed. The priest, aged 10 years and 10 minutes. Left gray-haired, muttering about original sin. I tried science. It's posted on forums. No one believed, until one reply. From an account with no name. Just break the connection. Stop looking. The reflection needs your gaze to cross over. I covered every reflective surface. Black tape on phone screen. Blankets on windows. Painted the bathroom mirror black. Slept in darkness. The dream started. Reflection me, living my perfect life. Waking up next to someone who loves me. Having the career I wanted. Friends, family, happiness. Every dream ended the same. The reflection turning to the camera, me dreaming, saying, "This could be yours. Just let go. Stop existing here. Come home." I lasted a week. Then I uncovered the mirror. Stood in front. The reflection was waiting. Perfect sync now. No delay. We moved together. Spoke together. "You ready?" I nodded. "Trade." I whispered yes. The glass softened, like water. I stepped forward. It stepped forward. We passed through each other. Cold, then warm. I opened my eyes. In the perfect life. The apartment mine. Better. Furnished how I always wanted. Photos on the wall of a life I never lived. But remember, the mirror behind me. I turned. My old self on the other side, trapped. Looking out. Mouth open in silent scream. I smiled. The one I always wanted. The reflection, the old me, pounded the glass. No sound. I covered the mirror. Hung a painting over it. Perfect life began. Until the dreams. The old me. Trapped, whispering from the other side. "You took my life. But I'm coming back." The mirror started showing cracks from the inside. The painting fell one night. The glass rippled. A hand reached through. My old hand, scarred, desperate, I ran. But there's no running from yourself. It's a reflection that wasn't. Is now me. And the one that was is coming. The mirror is warming. The glass softening again. Tonight I hear pounding. From inside, the trade isn't permanent. It's alone. The timeline corrects. One of us must not exist. The mirror decides which. The hand is almost through. I'm holding the frame. It's waiting to see which side I end up on. The glass is cold again. Decision is coming. Look in your mirror. If your reflection blinks first, or smiles first, or moves first, it's not you. It's the one from the timeline where you never existed. Waiting to trade, the mirror is patient. It has infinite reflections, and one of them is empty, waiting for you. Don't look too long. The reflection might look back first.